Hey, sorry it's been so long. I've been really busy lately. Uh, I know I said I was going to have one up last weekend, but some things got in the way. Let's just leave it at that. But now I have way more time on my hands, so I would, if I were you, I would actually start expecting more of my videos coming up for maybe the next, I don't know, month or two. Unless I decide to quit for some reason, which I don't know, I don't think that'll happen. But uh I was going to do E3 coverage. Instead, I didn't have time for that. And so I posted some things on my Facebook page. So if you're interested in what my intakes are, I'm going to post more over the next few days when I actually get time to look into all this E3 stuff. So if you're interested in everything I have to say, you should go like my Facebook page and yeah, go check that out. So it's finally time for the new video. Uh, I wrote this about 2 weeks ago, a week or two ago, not exactly sure when, but it was a long time ago. And I've been meaning to post this, but I haven't been able to get around to it. So this is going to be recorded and uploaded all in the same night. Usually I do that over a period of 3 days, but uh, you guys have waited long enough. If you're still subscribed to me or you're still liking my page and able to see my updates, I thank you very much for continuing to support my channel and page, even though it's sort of boring and like the whole not being able to post things frequently. But rest assured, my content will come more frequently. I'll have more posts on Facebook. I'll have more videos uploaded, maybe uh, one or two a week, maybe three if I get to it. Uh, but yeah, so expect more. But I also have some projects I'm working on which I am not allowed to speak about right now. They're confidential. But when it's time, when it's ready, I'll let you know here first. So today's topic starts now. The gaming community is full of blatant retrodads sometimes, specifically people who claim to only go by one type of gamer. Now this topic was actually inspired to me. How can you inspire something to someone? You know what? I don't know. I misread the script, so I'm just gonna keep going because it's like the 50th freaking take of this god freaking. Anyways, this topic was actually inspired by my girlfriend when she posted a rant about a specific group of PC gamers. But I'm not just talking about PC gamers, I'm talking about all gamers. I'll start with PC gamers first. But Ben, aren't you PC gamer? Your main gaming platform is PC. Yeah, that's true, but when I game, I'd rather do it on PC. But I don't really call myself a PC gamer anymore. I mean, I used to, but I don't anymore. Why? Because I just think it's stupid. So, get all offended if you must. But I am a gamer. Maybe I'm a hardcore gamer. I'm not a PC gamer. Because being a PC gamer means that you only play games on PC. If you do that, then that's fine. The same with being a console gamer, or even just a Nintendo gamer, or a PlayStation gamer, or an Xbox gamer. However, if you play one of these systems because it's that system, you need to rethink your life. So, I think PC is the best, but that doesn't mean other people can't disagree, because no one thinks exactly alike. Alright, let me go into this section by section. There are 4 different types of gamers. I will refer to them as best as I know them by. People who play Xbox are called Xbots. That's bot, as in robot, with a T. People who play PlayStation are called Sony ponies. People who play Nintendo are called Nintendogs. Nintendogs, I guess. And then lastly, people who play PC are PC gamers. that's just it, man. Just PC gamers. Let me start off with PC gamers, because this group has several different subgroups. There are people who use Mac and Linux, neither of which are technically PCs, but they have a hard time figuring out how to play games above 20 frames per second anyways. I think I've said enough about that group, but I'll get into Linux a little bit later. Then there are PC elitists, who believe that everyone should play PC and that there are no other ways to play games and da. Then there are the wannabe PC elitists, who blow their money on Razors and Alienware computers and play Call of Duty, Arma, and DayZ and Counter-Strike Go. These two people are most alike, in which they're both bumbling idiots who have no sense of point of view and seek out things to argue about and bitch about graphics all the time. The only difference is that one of these groups knows more about PCs than the other. Can you guess which one? Let me give you a hint. It's the one who can calculate prices. Then there are the actual PC gamers who play on PC because that's what's most convenient to them, and they prefer using the mouse and keyboard to the controller, joysticks, gamepad, or whatever the hell they're called these days, and respect the views of console gamers. Now, all I really have to say about Linux is that Linux is a bit too broad of a term to use. It's highly customizable, so it all really depends on exactly how you want to set it up. You could make it so that it does absolute balls all to help gaming and runs a World of Warcraft like a potato trying to fly Apollo 11 to the farthest ring of Saturn, opposite to the surface of Africa on a warm summer night, with the northernmost tree aligned perfectly with the moon as it shimmers a radiant blue-green and devours itself in a million souls. Okay, that made no sense, just roll with it. Linux could also be the best thing you could do with gaming. It could be highly convenient and run Minecraft at 1.2 gorillion frames per nanosecond. Linux is very hit or miss, and that's why I don't really like discussing it, because it's far too broad. And when you say I use Linux, it's like saying my favorite type of consumable is food. Well, what kind of food? There are apples, oranges, pears, bananas, lettuce, chocolate, potatoes, fried chicken, wieners, recycled diarrhea, mushrooms, tuna, grapefruit, anchovies, Indian curry, and granola bars. Make up your mind! Anyways, back on topic. There are also Nintendogs. They don't really make much of an impact on anything, really. They play Nintendo consoles, and they think it's the best, and when they try to challenge Xbox or PlayStation, frankly, they just get laughed at and proceed to have their faces smeared with what looks like chocolate but smells oddly of outhouse and set on fire to be tossed in a pit of dog dew, just like their title suggests. Then it comes down to these two. The Xbox and the Sony ponies. Basically, neither of them have any differences. They both argue about the exact same things and spread BS rumors about the opposing console and hate anyone who hates their own or likes the other console, even if they like or hate both. I really don't get these guys, and I dislike them just as much. I just don't get it. We all enjoy games, right? So why does it matter which system it's on? Personally, I play and enjoy all game systems. Well, I would, with the exception of the Atari Jaguar, but I have at least one console from each of the big three. They're not all this gen, but I still support every game console manufacturer. I think the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Wii U all look pretty cool. Not too great for the next few years, but they're pretty alright systems. Microsoft and Nintendo had terrible marketing choices though, whereas Sony pretty much proved that they were marketing geniuses now. Anyways, feel free to like, share, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm always open to new perspectives, and I'm happy to hear what others have to say. If you have any suggestions for a new video, private message me on YouTube, Facebook, or in person, and I'll take it into consideration, and maybe even add it to my list of potential topics if I think it's interesting enough. Still working on a better outro. How's this one? Goodbye, children.